Couldn't be happier right here. Hello everyone, I'm Groovy and I live in a 1989 Chevy G20 van, and this is a week of my life. I went to go visit my baby cousin today, and I didn't film it because I don't like having children on my YouTube. I don't think it's right to have kids on social media, personally, so I do not put them on there. But that's what I did all day. That was it. But tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go to the beach if the weather is good, so I'm excited. I braided my hair, and because I just got my hair cut last month into a bunch of layers, it's so freaking thin. I have never, ever had a braid this thin in my life. I mean, that's all my hair. There's only one braid. And then the front of my hair just doesn't even like fit in the ponytail or the braid. I went to Anna Maria Beach, which is known for its gorgeous sand, beautiful water, and it has a little restaurant, so you can enjoy drinks and food right by the water. And once I was done getting some sun, decided to go to a kava bar. I have a newfound love for kava. I've had it many times before, but now that I've been trying to reduce my drinking and other bad habits, this has actually come in handy a lot, and I really love having a community to hang around and who also likes kava. For dinner, I made my family some pad thai with vegan fish sauce, which is honestly such a game changer, and I really like it. It's very umami, and I'm getting hydrated to go out to the grocery store. I'm kind of obsessed with Detwiler's. They have the best local strawberries you can find. I mean, I could eat literally a whole bin of these. I have eaten half in probably the past week. The orange juice here is all fresh. It's good, but it's really sweet. They added sugar. The strawberry juice that I just tried had added sugar, but their normal orange juice does not. They're handing out samples. Best orange I ever had. If you are in the Tampa area, you gotta go check out Detwiler's. They have a lot of really cool tropical fruits, and also it's owned by Amish people, so they have a lot of really awesome Amish products, and a lot of the stuff is made in store. And they even have raw milk, which I didn't know was legal to sell, and lots of desserts. There's a ton of desserts here. They look really good, but unfortunately, this place isn't that vegan friendly. All right, I'm about to head to the boat. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I took like a seasick pill. I've never been on a boat on the ocean before. This is one of the coolest experiences I have ever had. I love being out on the water. The ocean has such a magical essence to it. I don't really know how to describe it, but this is really cool. I totally want a boat in the future, and hopefully someday I'll get there. Actually, I'm gonna manifest that. I'm definitely getting a boat someday. I cannot believe the views, and that you can go to remote islands. I guess I never really thought about that before, but my aunt said you're gonna see so many things that you can't see by car, and it's so true. Also, you can go to spots where the water is stunning. Like, look at this. It was so blue. It looked way better even in person, but whoa. You could see the ocean floor. I saw so many sea creatures and dolphins. I didn't get any shots of the dolphins because they were really quick and were just kind of a little bit far from the boat, but I could still see them, which was neat. And I asked my aunt and uncle about why there are dark spots in the ocean like this. And they said some spots there's seaweed and just other spots are more shallow. But you can see the little sea creatures moving around under the water in this shot. I mean, it was breathtaking. 10 out of 10. Would do again. I wish that I could have my own boat or a jet ski or something. If you all have a ocean boat you want to donate to me, that would be great. I'm just kidding. I don't have anywhere to store it. Also, there was a plane doing little flips, which was cool, but could not be me. I do have a fear of flying, and any time not spent in the air is good. Honestly, I thought I'd feel like that on the boat, but I love being out on the water, and I would do that any day of the week.
Holy cow.
That thing is huge.
Oh my gosh. Let's eat it. Oh, Bubs.
It's kind of ugly.
Here.
Whoa. There's a historic lighthouse on this little key. And not only that, but an old fort, which I did go explore, but I did not bring my camera because I did not want to risk getting it wet on the way out of the boat. I think that boating is such an art, especially sailing. That's a whole different thing. But it's really cool to watch the ocean, know how high the chop is, and how the weather affects the water. It's all kind of intertwined, which is really a beautiful thing. And also the fact that the moon is connected to the ocean. Pretty awesome. I think I want to have a full moon ritual next time that there's a full moon. I just need to get more connected with the earth again. I've been slacking. That's okay. There's always room for improvement. Also, look at this cute little floating bar.
When a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing
That's a good one.
doesn't break a sweat. With Granger's easy to use
You
website
didn't
information.
get it? Oh, Shane, go get him. Like, we're not going to keep him, but...
Ooh, this water is super clear.
Oh, he's pretty stiff.
Yeah, they're both pretty stiff. I think
All the sea stars. Oh, he's got a fish that went flying.
I would say that was a very fun and successful day on the water. It is 80 degrees out today, and I think that we should hit the beach. Ignore this on my freaking face. I ended up getting like a crack on the side of my mouth, and then I couldn't stop picking at it, so it got worse. But just don't look. Yeah, let's have a beach day. I think I want to write on the beach, and I know I say that all the time, but I am for real going to write today. Writing day. Let's go. Okay, I just made it to our spot, and we're on the beach again. I am so lucky to have found this spot. This is amazing, but there's actually 2 other vans here, probably more, but oh, there's one over there too. She looks cool. But yeah, there's one here and then one behind me, so pretty cool spot. This is the life. I mean, seaside, with my van, chilling. Can't get any better than this. Okay, maybe like a little bit, but only if I was like really rich. I moved my operations indoors because I was getting so hot in the sun, and honestly it feels really good in the van. So brought my writing stuff in here, and I'm gonna keep chomping away at that. But whoa, I know you can't really see because it's so bright, but it is so nice out. What a gorgeous, perfect day. 81 degrees, and right now back home it is snowing, so couldn't be happier right here. So I got ready for the dance party tonight. I'll show you the fit. Got on these green hippie pants that I got in Colorado, and then I'm wearing this tie-dye shirt that I bought back home in like 2021 or maybe 2020. I may have bought this in 2020. And then I got this necklace at a Juneteenth festival in 2021, and this has a lot of memories. That was such a fun summer. That was like my first true hippie summer. I remember sleeping out of the back of a 4Runner all the time and going to music events almost every day. Actually, every day. I remember I would be at work and I would get so much FOMO for working like one night a week. I mean, I worked more than that, but you know, every time I had to work, I was like, dang it, you know, because there's music events going on right now, and you know, caving and camping. It was a good time. So anyways, I'm kind of bringing that energy to the table, and this is gonna be awesome. Apparently there's gonna be other van lifers to meet, and I'm so excited. I guess we need to say bye to our awesome spot right in front of the water for the night, and I'm gonna go ahead and go towards the music area. I also made friends with an older van life couple that's here, and they're part-timers, so I'm gonna say bye to them really quick. I'll be right back. I got invited to this van life dance party by a van lifer that I had met just that morning on the other side of the bridge, and I'm so thankful that she invited me because I've actually never hung out with a van lifer that I've met in person before, let alone a group of van lifers. I've never even been inside of someone else's rig before, which does feel kind of wild, but I had so much fun, and I can't wait to meet more people in the community and also meet up with these beautiful people again. They were so much fun with all of their flow toys and DJing, colored lights. I mean, they had a setup for real. And we had a cacao ceremony where we all meditated. It was honestly so stunning. All the fire dancing was incredible. I even got to try it out myself, and I'm kind of addicted. I get it. I definitely want to get a fire dancing stick of my own, and I even learned how to twirl it above my head. Someday I'll be a pro. I don't know how visible I am, but everyone is so sweet here, and we're having a really awesome time dancing and just chilling out by the water. I can't believe that I've stepped into such an amazing group of people today. Was not expecting this, but honestly, I'm never expecting anything, so I think that's kind of the best way to go about in life. A lot of the people in this group of nomads set up vendor tables around the country, which I thought was super cool. And the fact that they can even store tables and inventory is really wild to me. But it's kind of inspiring, and I think I want to start doing that myself. Good morning. I don't know, I've heard one person walk around because they have bells on their ankles, which is so cool. I need to make more jewelry with bells. That's a note. But I have to go because I need to be ready to get on the boat at 9:30. We're gonna go back out on the ocean today, so I need to brush my teeth and I need to take my seasickness medicine, and then let's get on the road. I turned on the bright lights for a minute to get my medicine. This stuff tastes bad. I usually try to avoid taking medicine if I have to, but I am not risking it on the ocean in a boat all day, so cheers. I think it's weird to put a swimsuit on this early because, I mean, it's definitely not warm out yet, but I know that it'll be warm out later. I just don't want to. I might wait till I get to my aunt's house to do that. I don't know. I'm getting ready to drive off though, so I need to put everything in my sink. Is my windshield dirty? Yes. Do I have enough sunglasses? No. I don't know if you all know this, but that's Marley, by the way. The little bird there. He is always leading the way on our travels, so you better say hi to Marley in the comments. I'm so glad to be back out on the water today. Oh my gosh, so pretty. It was 81 degrees as the high. Although I will say this day was a lot more rough. The chop was at least a foot, which isn't crazy, but for me, I've been on the water one time before, so it was a little bit much and it was super windy. Well, I got some sun today. I can definitely say that, but it's fine. I'll tan really quick. I'll probably be pretty tan by the morning. Not a big deal. It was really fun on the boat. Tomorrow, I don't have any plans, so I'm probably going to check in with the other van lifers in the area, see what they're up to, and I do need to do my laundry. Good morning! Sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I've been sneezing. And yes, I am aware that my skylight is dirty. It's not dirty on the inside. I just recently cleaned that. It's outside where it's dirty. It's gonna be a bit of a slow morning. That's why I've got my skylight open as well, because it helps heat up the place. And sadly, that's why it's closed a lot of the time in the summer or anytime that it's warm. I keep forgetting that it's not spring or summer because of how nice the weather is here. Oh, and I finished bedazzling this shirt. Yesterday I didn't film anything, and that's because I was running a bunch of errands with my uncle, and it just wasn't something that you all would want to see. So I just left that out. Oh, we have a DJ fire dancing party again, but this time it's at a kava bar, so super excited about that. Oh my gosh, guys, a rare moment where my windows are open. Like, wow, how cute. I love having sunlight. I need to do this more often. All right, I want to show you the back of this shirt. So I know that I showed you the front and that it's all sparkly, but on the sides and on the back, I tied it, which I think is really fun because the shirt was kind of too big and it's still like a little loose, but I thought it would be so cute if it was tight. Like, imagine if it was like really tight. But that's okay, it's not bad. I love customizing my clothing, and it looks cute with these sparkle shorts too. I love it. I'll tell you one thing, my van gets so dusty. I was watching Asia's Strange Days Diaries live stream, and she was talking about van life cleaning routines, and I'm not like super scheduled. I kind of just clean whenever I see things are dirty, or I let it go for a little bit. But I asked her about dusting, and I think she said she dusted once a month or something, or every 2 weeks. I feel like my van gets dusty so fast. I cleaned my stovetop like 2 days ago, and it already looks gross. And I definitely am like, I have OCD, so little things like that just kind of get to me, but I'm just like, I'm doing good letting go, and I feel like such a really clean van lifer, because some van lifers are just like so cool and just like cool with being dirty and messy, and I can't handle it, and I need to like work on that. And it kind of doesn't look like that because I have a bunch of stuff, but it all has its certain spot in my van. And everything is, you know, that's how I want it. And I would notice if someone moved it. I'm so crazy. But yeah, yes, and I am diagnosed OCD, so don't come at me like, actually, if you have OCD, it doesn't mean you're clean. I have other OCD things as well, so don't worry about that. Certified OCD. Yesterday, I wiped down my floors and I swept and vacuumed. So today, I'm gonna clean off my countertops. I haven't done like a good deep clean in a while, so it's time to get really less disgusting. And I use this Zoom all-purpose cleaner for my countertops. Funny story, I have never sealed my countertops. I was supposed to like 2 years ago, never did, and it's literally just wall paint. I just put wall paint on there. And I was supposed to like put resin or whatever, or some kind of sealer. Never did. And I haven't had any problems yet. So, hope that keeps up. But yeah, everybody's like, oh, what are your countertops? I'm like, nothing fancy. It's literally just some freaking wood and wall paint with no sealer. I don't even think I primed it. That's how bad it is. Like, do you see how gross this gets so fast? And even my kettle is pretty gross looking, so time to clean. Oh, and I never finished my countertop. It was supposed to not have a gap, so I need to make a piece to fill that, but on the long list of things that need to be done. That's much better. I think it's funny when people comment, oh, I want to see more of your van, but it's a small space, so it's actually really hard to show people every part of the van. It was so funny when I was with the other van lifers the other day, and I was doing my dishes whenever I arrived because I was like, I want to just like be able to have time to let them dry while I'm parked. And they were like, this is the coolest thing to see you stand and do dishes. And I guess I take that for granted because I specifically, like, I went out of my way to raise the roof of this van. So I knew that I love to cook and I like to clean. So I want to be able to stand and do all that and change clothes and see my outfits in the mirror. So yeah, that was, I don't know. It was kind of crazy to think about how, you know, they have to sit and do everything. And I am very glad that I decided to raise the roof, even though I can't go under like some, you know, drive-throughs or bridges or parking lots, like parking garages. But I will take being able to do this, being able to do that every day over only on occasion not being able to use some parking lots and drive-throughs. But I did like the vibe of their vans. I feel like my van is just so not people friendly the way theirs was. Like, they didn't have countertops in some of them did, but they were much smaller, and then they'd have like a little stool or something. And I know I have my couch, but just the way my van is set up, if you want to have a conversation, someone has to sit on the bed and then someone would sit on the couch, which isn't terrible, but it is like a very small space and it's not as like party friendly. I love the vibe of my van. It's hippie, but it's also like a little bit more like a house and witchy, and I still love it. I usually don't have bread, or I don't eat a lot of bread. I love sourdough, but I was at Detweiler's and their sourdough's not my favorite. I like a really sour sourdough. Actually, Whole Foods has a good sourdough. But I tried this honey wheat and it's really tasty. I've been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I might make one for breakfast, or I might go for the vegan ham. I had a PB&J last night, so I think I'm gonna go for the ham sandwich today. My super easy but delicious sandwich consisted of some Follow Your Heart mayo and then some mustard from Germany. And I also drizzled some honey on that, so I made a honey mustard. But because I don't want to make a lot of dishes, I just combined it all on the bread. Then I put a slice of tortilla Swiss cheese and some tofurkey smoked ham slices, which came together very well, super easy and not terribly unhealthy. I don't own any plates, so I just use the lid of my little Tupperware tubs. It works for now. I've got some incense going behind me, and this sandwich is so freaking good. I need to get more deli slices because I ran out, and I would love to have veggies on this, but currently don't have any. I'm just kind of trying to live as cheap as possible until my guest arrives so that we can go explore Florida. So I got a wild hair to keep cleaning and I was going through my things up there, and this bag just really got to me because I have a lot of incense, I think you could say, like a lot, and I need to go through this and see what's good and what's bad, because if I don't like it, why am I carrying it around? I could gift it to somebody or maybe like burn it outside. Some incense just smells like burning wood, which I know is what it is, but I wanted to get rid of the ones that don't smell nice. All right, there's our pile of incense. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. I gotta clean out this bag because obviously a bunch of the sage that I have dried up and fell out in there. Whew. I'm at my friend's booth here. It's pretty cool. Apparently, if you get here early, anybody can set up for free to sell stuff. So I'm gonna do that next time. You can kind of see my friend's van parked behind me. I woke up really early this morning. My friend and I decided to sleep outside of this park, and so far pretty peaceful. She said last night it's right by the ocean, so we're gonna check out that view this morning. It was a chilly night again, so I have my heated mattress pad on. Oh, I feel like such a princess with that thing. It's incredible. It's 12 volts, so it barely takes up power. I think the max is like 10 amps, so not bad. But I'm gonna wait for her to get up, and she's got a dog, so I know that she'll be up to walk the dog pretty soon. But not a bad spot. There is like some road noise and people walking. I really need to get earplugs, but at the same time I'm thinking if something happens while I'm sleeping, I'd like to be able to hear it. So I think I just need to get more used to it because I've been very spoiled in a lot of the spots that I stay in, and I have very quickly realized that road noise is a thing. Hey! So I put some sparkles in my friend's hair, and then we took a walk at this park, and I changed my clothes. So this is the outfit of the day. I've got a 2000s top with some white Docs, some weed socks, and then some cargo pants. I think I've hit about the 30-minute mark on this week's video. So I'm gonna leave you here and we will resume in next week's video. Bye!